Hi, welcome to the review of the Apple Watch Series 3 version Sport, GPS of aluminum 42mm, the new Apple wearable. This new watch has a similar structure, for not saying the same one, as the Series 2 Apple Watch. In the back, it has the heartbeat sensor. At the side, it has the digital crown and the side button that shows all the latest or docked apps. It has a brand new S3 chip with dual processor and 8GB storage capacity. This configuration gives us a lot of speed at the moment of navigating through the apps and faces. The device has Wi-Fi 802.11 and Bluetooth 4.2 connectivity. Even though it is really fast, you may experience some sort of lag, especially when you press the digital crown in order to go to the home. You might expect a similar speed to the iPhone or other iOS devices, but it feels a little bit slower. You have the new option that allows the device to constantly monitor the heart rate. This is a very useful tool, and the watch is able to send alerts when you have spikes on your heartbeat, when you are not supposed to, like when you are sleeping or at rest. The watch is water resistant. The specification says that it has a tolerance of 50 meters for no longer than 30 minutes under the water, so you can swim without a problem with this watch. It is important to state that the entry price of the watch is of $359 USD for this version, which tells you that it's not exactly a low-cost device. In fact, other competitors of tech companies has lower prices. Although this watch feels great, with the materials, design, and screen. From my point of view, it has a lot of benefits once you're used to it, and it feels like a very good investment. The screen can be easily cleaned, and it is very resistant to scratches. It is not immortal, and it can be scratched or broken, but it is as resistant as you could expect. It has integration with health apps, those that are Apple standard and third-party apps. Also, it has built-in apps such as the Breathe app, that remind you to breathe. The Activity app that shows your movement, exercise, and how many times you are stand per hour. These apps work 90% better with your phone. The watch syncs perfectly with your phone. That is exactly one of the many debates that are around the Apple Watch, because Apple just launched the LTE Apple Watch Series 3 in order to detach the watch from the phone. In my opinion, this is an outcome really hard to get, because all the settings, actual use of the apps, and core functionalities of the watch are made from the phone. And also, are you really ready to leave your house without your phone? This is why I choose the GPS version. But if you want to consider the LTE version, give it a try. It is important to state that the LTE connectivity has an extra cost, at least where I live. The side button in the watch lets you access two types of functionalities: the last used apps and the most used apps. The watch also lets you mirror notifications from your phone. The notifications, from my point of view, is a life-changing solution of the smartwatch, because normally I carry my phone in the pocket, so every time I drank or vibrate, I had to pull out and notice it was a message from the WhatsApp of a WhatsApp group, not addressed to me. With the watch, you can easily decide when to use your phone, and this is a productivity hack and also a battery saver. This option also includes making and receiving calls or checking your email. This watch has a glass OLED screen ION-X with 1000 nits and 300 and 380 pixels. It has Force Touch, and it is a more sensitive screen in terms of responsiveness than other versions of the Apple Watch, and also to the up movement that turns on the screen. This is good in case you just need to check out what time it is. You can access very common apps from the watch, such as Uber, OmniFocus, or Evernote. Also, almost all Apple apps can be accessed and verified on the phone, on the watch, but there is still some room for improvement in the UI and app functionalities. But let's consider that the smartwatches are almost new. A very cool hack that in case you have the AirPods, you can control the volume or the tracks without the need of your phone. The use of these apps for very similar features can make your life a lot easier with the phone in your pocket. I have found out that this comes in handy when you are in meetings or talking to someone. You can check information right from your wrist without being rude. The same applies to third-party apps. For example, you can check OmniFocus tasks in the watch, and also change settings and connectivity settings from the control app in the watch. You can change the position of the screen from if you are right-hander or left-handed. One of the biggest improvements from the Series 2 watch are the speakers. That allows you to hear better phone calls or other sounds that are needed by the apps. Also, it has a very important tool, that is the taptic sensor, that feels like a small pressure in your wrist, and it is equivalent to the vibrating mode in your phone. It lets you know that you have a notification without making any sound. You only feel a small pulse, and that is all. Another great feature is the option to unlock your Mac with your Apple Watch. This works just by pressing any key and automatically unlocks without the need of entering your password. The watch knows when it is on your wrist, so if you have to take it out, you can no longer access neither your watch or unlock your computer, so you have to input your password. This is great because it saves time. You save time without the need of typing the password in the computer, and it is easy to access your computer. This watch version also has the magnetic charger, but without the chrome ring. It is completely white. It has a very good responsiveness, and it is the closest thing you have to wireless charging in this watch. This version of the watch is compatible with the AirPad. In order to charge your iPhone 8, 8 Plus, 10, AirPods, and watch at the same time. The faces of the watch are another productivity tool. Not only funny or good looking, at least some of them, because you can configure the quick access items that appear on the screen. It also has a command center. By swapping from bottom to top, it shows you the battery percentage, the airplane mode, a flashlight. It has the sleep mode, theater mode, silence, produce sound in order to take out any remaining water in the speaker, and the option to choose the device that is connected to AirPlay. Here you can select a Bluetooth speaker or your AirPods. You can do funny things, like accessing the camera in your phone from your watch, and see whatever is shown in the iPhone, and also take photos. This is only an example of a life hack that you can use with your Apple Watch. For these types of hacks, the best thing you can do is to use your imagination. It is very difficult for this device to crash. It has a great support and functionality, and many apps that can be used. Still, it feels that there is some room to grow in this department from the developers and Apple. In my opinion, the good things of the device are its great speed. It has great compatibility with Apple devices and integration with apps and notifications. After a month of use, this has become my main watch for everyday activities. I know and realize that it is an expensive option, but from my point of view, it is worth it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel.